understand I am not your enemy, nor will I pretend to be.
Welcome to the Rip 28 Podcast. This is the Rip 28 Podcast. It's a podcast where a few friends get together and we talk about a few things. Now, some of those things you might like, some of those things you might not like, but we keep on talking about them on the Rip 28 Podcast. I am your humble, and big time winning host, Sly, the sports guy, joined by a few of my good friends. As always, we start off with the president. What's going on, El Presidente?
What's up, good people? Hey, Carolina did pull that off, man. They didn't beat Tennessee and Clemson back to back. Hey, they showed some things out there. But you know how it is. C-Ned's in the building. We're going to chop it up like we always do.
And always, we got your favorite coach. What's going on, LBZ?
What it do, man? It's busy to go once again. I'm in the house to holler at the boys and podcast world about whatever it is we got to chop it up about. Man, let's get it.
You already know.
Man, it's been a good week. It's a good week, as you all know. I'm a loyal Gamecock forever. And we did it big this week. It's been a huge week for the Gamecocks, man. We went out to California, defeated Stanford last Sunday. Then who we beat? We beat Cal Poly out there. Then you came back, beat Hampton. The boys on the football team upset Tennessee. Then they went to upset those upstate country cousins. Wouldn't beat the country cousins.
Clam Sons.
For the Gamecocks, man. Shoot, I know we don't talk about sports all the time, but we're going to talk about them Gamecocks. And the greatest coach in the world, Don Staley.
In the world,
Craig. The world. Well, check.
Hey, she was probably my favorite player I ever seen too, man.
Oh, you know it, man. It's like the first WNBA game I went to was Charlotte. Up there in Charlotte Sting, man.
With the Sting.
Watching Don Staley, lead the way.
Don was a beast, man.
And then Don was on Martin too.
Yeah, she whooped up on Marty Marr, man. Made him quit.
He ain't quit, man. He got a cramp. He got a cramp.
Yeah, I know. That's code word for, man, I can't take no more. I quit.
I can't take this ass cut no more.
No more. I bet you some of the opponents be like that. Why don't Don take Aaliyah Boston them out? Maybe we can score. They're too big.
Man, them girls so deep. You take Aaliyah Boston out, you still got two All-Americans on the bench.
Yeah.
So and they 6'5".
And they 6'5". You know what I'm saying?
Cardosa 6'7".
Yep, Cardosa 6'7".
Mm.
She posting up anything. She'll take you down there and put you on the block, big boy.
I had to put this the forearm on, man.
Yeah.
I've tried my best.
Yeah, you'll be hitting in her legs.
Put that spin move on me.
Yeah, she'll light you up, bro.
Hey, I got 5 fouls.
Yeah, you're gonna use them quick. The first 5 times you touch it.
Yeah. So,
hey, you got to make it easy for the next one behind you. You got to chop up, hurt up a little bit.
So
Yeah.
So I won't guard alone.
Them the Gamecocks doing it up, man. Proud of them. I got to actually go to Minnesota last year. I got to go to Minnesota and watch the national championship game, man. To see the type of support and everything they had out there and how they fill up the Coliseum. Well, not the Coliseum. I'm old, so I say the Coliseum. What is it? The Colonial
Life Arena?
Yeah, Colonial Arena now.
Mm. How far is that from Columbia, South Carolina?
What, Minnesota?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know. I flew.
But you ain't come from Columbia either.
Yeah,
but I'm saying, I bet some people drove. That's how dedicated them fans is.
Man, that's a hell of a drive, bro.
All right, look.
That's a hell of a drive. Shout out to Roger. We see you out there, Roger. Who was that?
Blue.
Faces, we see y'all out there in the comments. Appreciate you checking in. Appreciate you checking in. You know, man, I'm glad they're checking in right now with Facebook Live. But Braun, man, tell them where they can find them, man. They find us everywhere, bro.
Man, it ain't no reason not to follow us. Obviously, we on Facebook, Twitter, Podbean, Podbay, Anchor, YouTube. Man, I mean, Apple Podcasts. If it's a podcast, where they streaming podcasts, you can find it. It ain't no doubt about that. You can find our handsome faces on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Them the numbers we need to get up.
And here go the thing, man. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate you listening, but you gotta hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button.
So
Make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Check us out, man.
Not only subscribe, you gotta like and share it. Let everybody know about this goodness.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Shaman, my man Shaman, in the comments. My home.
Oh man. How about them Gamecocks, Sly?
I'm telling you, man, we doing it big, man, doing it big. But you know, we talked about how you get in touch with us, how you let us know what's going on. We had something hit us. You know, one thing people can do, you can email us. You can email us at rip28podcast, rip28podcast at Gmail. And what we do, because we such good people, we respond. We respond.
Yes.
You have a question, you have a concern, anything like that, man. We jump on it, man. We tell you how we feel. We tell you what, give you some advice. Like
we tell you the real. We give you the real, raw.
We might check you now. We might check you.
Yeah,
but it's all from the heart.
It's all from the heart, man. It's all from the heart. But here goes something. We had somebody write into us. Man. I'm gonna pull this up. We'll put the letter up in the post edit. We'll put the visual up. Get our producer ain't on it right now. But he says, "What up, fellas? I love the show. Been listening to you guys from the beginning. Now I have a question I hope you can answer. I've been kind of ashamed to ask, but I will ask it now. I've been dating my girl for about a year now. Everything seems to be going straight. She is so cool. She is good to me. She loves my son like he is her son. We go out, we have fun, and everything is perfect." You know, when they hold on, pause. When they
but
lead off like that, man, you know a big ass butt gonna come, man. Here go the thing. But my girl does not believe in using deodorant. My girl is really one of those earthly types, the Erica Badu types, and she does not believe in using deodorant. She likes to use some type of rock called crystals, what she uses for her deodorant. Now, during the winter, when I met her, it wasn't that bad. She wasn't sweating and she wasn't that active, so it wasn't that bad. But this summer, we caught hell. I live in Miami, so it's very hot, and she sweats a lot during the summer. And she just got really, really funky. And at first it's just a little tiny bit, but she washes a lot, so she's not stink all the time. But if she is out, she is really funky, and sometimes it drops down to the cooch. He say it drops down to the cooch. I am a spontaneous type person, and so is she. We love getting it in whenever we can get it in, but sometimes with her being funky, I just don't want to do it. So how do I tell her she needs to put deodorant on? Can you please help me? Wow. What y'all got to say about that one right there?
Man, that's pretty funny right there. So the way he said it in the letter doesn't sound like it's nothing that can't be controlled to me. I think if he knows they're outside and kicking and doing all that, hey, go take a shower when you get home. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you just got to be honest, because I mean, if she ain't gonna wear deodorant or whatever perfume and all that stuff, that is what it is. That's the person you chose to be with. But you know, I don't have to deal with that. So
What?
Man, that's a hard one right there, man. It's okay to be earthly, but it's another thing to be stank.
yeah. But
You gotta
the way
take,
he said it, was like not all the time. I like, all right.
yeah,
I mean,
not in the winter. He said not in the winter.
when the cold.
He said when it's he said when it got hot in Miami, that's when he noticed.
He said he
So
called
that
hell.
mean, yeah, he called hell. So I mean, it's bad, man. That no matter how perfect your relationship is, that's something big right there, man. I don't even feel comfortable with you being around my people. We can't go to no cookouts. We can't do no picnics.
They gonna talk about you. They gonna like,
Oh
hey,
yeah.
with that little funky girl.
Hey, you ain't bring a little funky, is you? Hey,
That'll
my
be
boy
nice.
Roger, Big Roger said you shouldn't have to tell no grown ass person they must. You smell it before anybody, dog.
Some people don't know, man.
And they know. They know.
Hey, like you can't just live with that. That like you feel like, oh,
Boy, they know.
that's cool. I don't get it.
No. But as her man, he gotta feel comfortable telling her, baby, the crystals ain't working. The
And then
crystals ain't working.
then he said it now sprinkle down to the under regions.
To the
To the cooch. He
you
said
know,
to the so that means dog, it ain't no foreplay. He ain't getting nasty no how. He gotta go deep sea.
you ain't trying to dive down there. And you pulling
He
up.
going deep sea fishing. He going
I,
deep sea fishing in that thing.
I ain't gotta have a paper towel to wipe it out.
Hey, he
Wipe it
got
off.
old tuna. Hey, he got old tuna patch.
He like, man, hey,
But nah, man, we can't
sorry,
talk
dude.
about him like that, man. We gotta be honest. In my honest opinion, you gotta go to her as a man and let her know that you're uncomfortable with it.
Mhm.
Because if the relationship is going as well as you say it is, you have your child around her, obviously you see a future with her in some sort, whether it's as your longtime girlfriend or as your wife. You got to be real with a man and let her know, hey, for us to move forward, your hygiene got to be top, got to be top priority because cleanliness is next to godliness.
I wonder how old this kid is, because you know them kids will tell him, "Hey, you stink."
Dog,
You be like,
for
"Ooh."
real. You mess with my son, he'll let you know, that don't smell quite right.
You know what? You know what he might be able to do though? He might be a shout out to Nigel. What up, Black? I see you. You know what
Nigel Ori.
he might be able to do when they in the bed laying together and she fall asleep in that deep sleep. He might want to go and get some tussie and rub it on his finger. And when she sleep, just gonna stick it up under her arm while she sleep real quick.
She
Sleep.
might be allergic. She might be allergic. That
Ah,
allergic
Hey,
deodorant.
now that is true. There are people out there who do have some type of allergic reaction to
yeah,
deodorant too.
yeah. You know what's funny though, Sly?
For that.
You know how we went down for the reunion a couple weekends ago, and I stayed over at the LeBron crib. That man had two little rollers of tussie up in the bathroom. I had the roller kind.
Uh-huh.
I was like, dang, boy, you still in it.
Hey man, Brian got to make sure he.
Bruh. Now you gonna sit up there and tell a lie?
I ain't see no. I spent the night at Brian crib. I ain't see no.
No tussie.
I ain't see no pussy at Brian crib. Bro.
Come
I
on,
had a lot of
man. Y'all,
secrets.
boy.
Brian had secret out there. Bro. Secret.
Hey, that secret used to get me through. Oh, got Natalie Seaborn is watching. Hey, Miss Bright.
What
Miss
up?
Macaroni and Cheese.
What up, Nat? What up, Nat?
Miss Mac and
But yeah,
Cheese.
but here go my thing, Brian. You brought up a. We gonna get on
Ooh, we
that
gonna
mac
talk
and
about
cheese.
that.
We gonna say it out. We gonna talk to Natalie about that mac and cheese. But here go the thing, man. You brought up a real good point, man. Communication, and it seems like every time we talk about dating and we talk about marriage, we always talk about communication. How important communication is in a relationship, and sometimes you just gotta tell it. You gotta tell people, man. You gotta let her know because a lot of these earthly chicks and stuff like that, they think rubbing that crystal on that stuff work, but it don't work. And then if she don't believe you, go and take your fingertips and stick
Mm.
it between the armpits, and then put
Ooh,
it back in the
Lord.
nose. Put it back in the nose. Let her know. Say, hey, this shit ain't working.
Mm-mm.
It ain't working.
No, that's how you
Mm-mm.
do it. Look,
I mean, here go the
you just rub them pits and put it on the nose.
rub the piss for those nose. Now,
Mm.
I ain't gonna lie. In my younger days, long
Long time ago.
long time ago, I was with a young lady. And she
Young man.
wanted me to explore her nether regions downtown with my face,
Mm.
you know. And as I always do before I explore the nether regions, I have to give her that finger test. I have to get that quick test and then come up and see what it's like. And when I came up, I ain't like what it's like, so I gave it right back to her. I said, "Here, try that out."
Mm.
I said, "Would you want to go down there?"
Oh, come on, man.
Hey, man. Sometimes you gotta be honest, bro. Sometimes
Ain't no
you gotta
sometime.
be
When it come to
honest.
that case, you got
Huh?
to be honest from the get-go, though. The first time, okay, maybe, we all might have that day. But after that, bro, it's like, hey, sis, let's tighten up, man.
You call her
Let's
sis.
tighten up. Yeah, sis, let's tighten up, sis.
Hey, Sly Line, he ain't never passed up nothing.
Mhm.
He was like, hey, another one bites the dust this
Hey,
time.
last time he gave it right back to her. I bet you did with your mouth.
You gonna get
Y'all,
some of
boy,
this too,
yeah, y'all crazy, man. I ain't messing with y'all, but yeah, you got to be honest, man. That's that communication piece we always talk about. Whether it's a romantic relationship, friendship, whatever it is, you got to have that communication piece, man. And you got to be able to take constructive criticism, especially in a romantic relationship, because we ain't always right and we ain't perfect.
Mhm. Mhm. Now the thing is though about the communication. Now the big question is how do you communicate? That's the question. Because if you telling somebody they funky, you know what I'm saying. That that's a
that's
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 a
a
tough.
hard hit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's
You're
gonna
gonna ruffle
get
some
hard.
feathers. You're gonna ruffle some feathers. So you got to do it in a delicate way. You
Uh,
probably would want to ask the advice of a female
yeah.
because we just gonna be like, man, you gotta tell that mom she stank, man. That
Hey,
ain't the way.
you got to work your way up to it. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey,
at
you
first,
ain't you
at
can't work
first,
your way up too much
no, this
in
how you do it.
Miami.
This how you do it, bro. So at first you be like, man, something smells kind of funny around here. You smell that? You know what I'm saying? Like just pop a little like little slick questions, like
Dropping hints.
so she can say, I don't smell nothing. Like if she don't smell nothing, then you like, all right, I gotta change my approach.
Your tactics.
but she be like, yeah, that is something. Then next day you be like, well, I think that's you. You know, so you gotta be slick with.
And you know what you can also
Woo,
do? You
that's
can
tough.
also do. You can also use the kid. You might want to use the kid to,
Gonna tell him to say it.
yeah, tell the kid to go and say, "Ooh,"
Give him $5.
say, "Ooh, Miss Charlene, you smell."
You
Boy,
stink.
hey, if it's Miss Charlene, she got to be about 60. So she's still using Tessie.
She's Charlene. She should know better.
Yeah, Charlene, a grown woman.
Ain't no,
She grown real bad.
ain't no young Charlene's out there.
Yeah,
It
she
is one
understand.
though. It is one. She went to school with us. I ain't gonna say her last name. She graduated with y'all.
Yeah, but we ain't no little young jitterbugs no more though.
Yeah, but still,
She
she's still
43.
too. She's still too young to be a Charlene though, dog. You got to be Charlene. You 50 plus. You 50 something plus, dog, to be a Charlene.
Yeah, that's a
I checked in. Roger just out here. Roger say, baby, let's go and take a shower is another way. Now here go the problem with that, Roger. Now yeah, that's cool to get the funk up off her for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? For her to get a little fresh, that's cool. But the thing is, you're not gonna be able to always be, baby, let's go take a shower. What if you trying to go out to a function? You want to go to a summer concert with her. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to go to a date outside, y'all spend all day at Six Flags. You know what I'm saying?
Check this out though, Sly. The
it
thing
ain't just
is,
about getting the booty right.
he said in the letter, she washed all the time. So taking a shower is not the thing.
Yeah.
It's just going out there without that deodorant on and that sun hitting you. And we don't know if she's a larger woman or a smaller woman. If she's larger, she got some crevices that, that she got to hit a little extra hard. She got to lift up here and grab up under there.
Usually the Erica Badu types ain't no big ones because they do all the little earthy eating and all that stuff. I'm saying they eat like what I think Erica Badu probably eat like, lose some weight.
I bet you Erica Badu ain't got no smell. I bet she know to put on a little deodorant. Cause I'm just saying, as a heavier person, I ain't never been heavy, but I know you gotta lift. Sly, you can attest. Let me ask you.
I wonder how long it was gonna take, bro. I wonder how long.
Since Chance ain't gonna jump in today, I'm gonna jump in and say it. Hey,
Sly, I was waiting to see you gonna try to get me too.
Whatnot, you got that little bar soap they used to give us. That ain't work for you, so you had to get two. You had to lift up under here and do all that, right?
I know what you're talking about. I let your sister handle all my baby. She cleaned me up real good. She washed me up. So
what you say?
He said he
handle all my baby. She cleaned me up real good.
He said like the princess.
Well, as long as she get the folds in your neck.
Hey, she get it with her tongue.
Talking about like on the Coming America, Princess Amunda.
He tells me the raw penis is clean, your highness.
Yeah, that sounds good, dog. She don't want nobody that smell and got more neck and more titties than her. But nah, man. But on a serious note, dog, you gotta be honest with her, bro. You gotta come to her. You gotta find a way, cause that way ain't gonna work for everybody. The same way won't work for every female because of emotions. You gotta find that way and come to her and just be like, look, I love you, or whatever the case may be. The relationship is headed in the right direction. It's just one thing. And and I'm trying to come to you because I would rather tell you than somebody from the outside tell
you. She must not have no real good friends, because if they don't say nothing, we with the boys, we gonna look out for each other. We gonna let each other know you got something slipping or something. You know what I'm saying? Like her friends hanging around her, she musty, whatever kind of smell she got, and ain't nobody said nothing all this time. That's an issue too.
Yeah, I mean, your friend really ain't your friend.
Mm-hmm.
They really ain't your friend, man. And that's the thing. So I mean, ask a question to the people out there in the crowd, man. You ever had anybody tell you that you would stink?
Your breath stank or something, man, anything.
Boy, I'm gonna tell you something though. Now, I was in 6th grade, and I don't know how I forgot to put my tessie or whatever on that morning, dog. And you know, we used to go and play basketball at St. Andrews
Mm-hmm.
at recess. You know, you got 2 courts going.
Yep.
Man, I came back in, man, and my underarms got a little hot. And one of the girls in the class got on me, dog. And I couldn't do nothing, dog. I was already at school. I ain't had none in my book bag. It was just my day. She got me.
Bruh.
And ever since then, boy, I learned to keep one at work, one in my gym bag. I refuse to be mercy.
Bro, I got the same story. I got the same exact story, man. Except it was Shauna. Shauna said it. Shauna called all us out. We was playing ball. We was playing ball at recess. Came back in English class. We was in the 8th grade. Came back in English class, and Shauna was like, "Ooh, y'all stink. Y'all smell." But here go the brilliance of me at 13. You was a little bit smarter, Bron. You went and got deodorant. Me, I went and took my daddy cologne.
Oh,
My daddy cologne in my book bag. So after recess, I just sprayed cologne on it. You know?
still stinker.
This is just intensifying it.
Yeah, just intensified that stink. Hey, but check this out. Shemine had a good point. He said, "What if her friends are just like her?
Oh
What
man.
if they're what if they're because you know you usually hang out with people that are
Birds of
like-minded
a
and
feather. Birds of a feather fly
yeah,
together.
birds of a feather flock together. So what if they like her? What up, Tito? Help! I see
Yeah,
you, big.
that's a good point, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
so we
that is a
not
good point.
sure.
Yeah.
So that it's up to him, dog. Because if somebody else tell at work or at a function, it's gonna hurt more because it's gonna be the public embarrassment.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna be the turning point, the tipping point in that relationship. Because, like, if all her friends like that, and you trying to say, "Hey, you need to change," she got to choose between you and a friend and her friend. So,
Yeah.
you
Well,
know,
my thing is though, and this the crazy thing. It shouldn't be that you gotta change, man. Putting on deodorant shouldn't be a fucking change, man. Just
every nationality. I don't know if she African, somewhere where they don't do deodorant like that. That might be her culture.
Yeah, yeah, but at the same time, dog, you know, if you out there in Miami, bro, you know that heat and humidity is different. And as a woman, I would think you would be like, you know, a little more aware of that, but you know, maybe not.
Yeah,
Maybe not.
she seemed. I guess we need to know a little bit more, as always. Like, is that something with her culture, or is that she
Boy,
just
is
got
she
got
allergic to
a
deodorant?
yeah?
my man just said she an earthy girl. That's what he said. She an earthy girl. So I'm not thinking. I don't think anybody culture tells them not to wear deodorant. I think that's just a choice that a motherfucker make. Not.
Nah,
Hmm.
some places over in Europe, I don't think that's a like how we buy deodorant and stuff here. I don't think that's a thing in some places.
That's a good hey, Tito Help had a good point. Leave an anonymous note.
Anonymous,
Yeah, anonymous.
how, anonymous, but she ain't gonna know who it's from. How you do
You gotta find a way. That's
that?
on you to be creative and find a way. Tito
Hey,
just giving you the idea.
Tito,
You gotta
tell us
execute
how
it.
you leave an anonymous note without her knowing it's you. Y'all, I mean, how many people live in the house?
He didn't say they live together now.
You gonna send some
Wait,
Hey,
mail?
you just gonna put the
Tito,
note? You gonna put the note on the windshield?
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
don't know.
like.
He
How you
could.
do that?
Check this out, Tito. Boy, you ain't lying. Tito say that under the titty sweat is a different type of funk. Boy, you ain't lying. That's why I say you gotta lift them things up and get up under there, boy. That's one thing I can give Sly credit for. Big as his titties is, he ain't never been stank. Except for that one day Shauna had to tell me.
Hey,
And I
gotta
don't
put
even
some.
think that was titties.
You gotta put some deodorant up under there too.
Sly, you powder, ain't it, Sly?
Slide done fell off on us, man.
Sly, it fell off on us. But in another way you might want to do it is if her friends aren't earthy chicks, you might want to talk to one of her closest friends. I don't know, I don't know if that may not be the best idea to
You,
put
you,
somebody in a business like that. Because
yeah.
now you asking for trouble.
How long they been together? How long he done known these friends?
Yeah, see that's
Cause the one friend you tell might tell the rest of them before she even tell one you asked her to tell. You know what I'm saying? Then it's all kind of mess.
Shout out to Pitts out there in the comment. Pitts is he from Houston. It's a lot of big chicks in Houston, and it's hot in Houston, man. How you deal with the funky chicks in Houston? You know, how you tell them. There you go. Hey, that's a good thing. Pitts teach high school. He teach high school, man, and how you tell a kid they funky. I don't know, man. Just telling somebody they funky is a tough thing to do, bro.
Hey dog, I coach girls basketball. And I'm gonna tell you, I done picked up them uniforms after games before, boy. And boy, that thing, boy, you gotta
It be
watch
lit
the
a little
washing
bit.
machine after. Boy, you gotta let them air out. You gotta hang them up and let them air out, man. But that's why I keep a female coach. I won't hire a male coach as long as I'm coaching females. Cause both of us standing there looking at each other ain't gonna do us no good. So we always have that hygiene talk at the beginning of the year, man. You're like, look, we know you're gonna sweat. You know, we wear white uniforms. We need you to put on deodorant and take care of your hygiene. For real, boy, because
Everything done went
that's a
well so
rough
far.
situation. Huh?
I said everything done went well so far. You done had a situation.
I done had a couple situations, but it was just with women problems coming on during the game.
Oh God, that gotta be tough right there.
But the crazy thing is we had on our brand new white uniforms the last time it happened.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
And it
right.
was in the middle of a home game. And I had to get off the court and get her to the back. And my assistant took her to the back and got her shorts changed and did, because I always I keep a bag with feminine
X.
products,
Uh,
deodorant for the girls, and medicine for their cramps and stuff. So I try to be sensitive to their little needs and stuff and try to do it discreetly. So
that's
whatever
good.
you do, try to do it discreetly, man, because that can be embarrassing.
did she finish the game?
Yeah, she came back and balled.
Okay, okay.
She
Well,
just
she
went to the
balling
back
it.
and did whatever she needed to do, and and everything. Shout out to my baby. I appreciate you.
I remember when we was in high school, of course I won't say no names or anything like that, but we had one that was battling with cramps during the game. Well, she toughed it out, man. Still balled out. But I was like, man, that's something that we don't know about, as men. I mean, they got a schedule, a sports schedule just like we do, and they got to deal with that, once a month. And it might fall at an opportunistic time. You still got to fight through it.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the crazy thing. Over one Christmas break, I don't know how they synced up, but over half my team was battling with that. And we had a morning practice from 10 to 12. And man, we was getting ready to go to a tournament in Lawrence High School. Dog, that was the worst practice I ever had in my life. You couldn't say nothing to none of them, dog. It was like, well, what the hell? I just sent everybody home. I just like, man, go home. Everybody pack it up, get in your cars, wait for your rides, and go home. Cause I wasn't gonna get nothing done. Everybody's attitude was on from the time they came in. I was like, I'm done. I ain't fighting that battle.
Wow, the crazy. Wow, the crazy.
That is crazy. That's just some of the things, man, you don't think about, like us being on the sideline,
Right.
being in the stands. It's just one of the things that the average fan just don't put together.
Mm-hmm.
What you got to deal with as a coach, man, dealing with all the attitudes and everything coming together, the different personalities, the type of mentors, and you got to be a counselor, you got to be a daddy, you got to be a coach, you got to be a friend.
Yeah, a confidant, a secret holder.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of secrets, boy, that these high school, not just the boy, not girls, but the boys too. Like you'll be like, dang, you that young and you going through that?
Mhm. You know, man, shout out to all the coaches, man. I got a text on Thanksgiving. Almost brought a tear to you, boy.
Coach Lee, Greg Lee.
Yes, sir. Coach Lee.
Yep.
Coach
Yes,
Lee, man.
sir.
Shout
Oh,
out.
me too, man. That's what's up.
Man, you know, coaches are putting your life at a young age, man, and the effect, the positive effect that a coach can have on your life is a great thing, man. And Coach Lee coached me for 2 years, basically. Only 2 years
Yeah.
he actually coached me. But I'm 43 years old now, and I still have the utmost respect for Coach Lee.
That's it.
Type of man that he helped mold me to become. The lessons that he put into me at 14, 13, 15 years old, the lessons he
Mm-hmm.
Like Coach Lee, if you're listening, man, you can't get them all, man. You know,
put
you can't get them all. You know, he appreciate them, but you know,
Hey man,
he ain't your best
I
example.
ain't his best example.
hey, we talk about friends, man, and how we've had positive experiences with us, with our friends. We didn't travel together, we didn't stayed at each other's houses, been around each other's families. But we also on the other side of that, we got some terrible friends out here. Like the young lady that went to Mexico with her friends on vacation.
Shanquella
Shanquella.
Robinson.
Shanquella
Man.
Robinson. Man, I couldn't imagine ever doing that to anybody, but especially not my close friends like you, Sly, and all the fellas and the young ladies that we are friends with in our circle. Man, that's terrible. And that's the opposite of what Coach Lee and all our coaches, was talking to us about and whatnot, man.
You know, and for those of you who are not familiar with the situation, Shanquella Robinson, she was a young lady in her early 20s from North Carolina. She went on a trip with a few of her friends to, and I put friends in quotation marks,
Loosely,
from
loosely.
to Mexico,
Fair.
and that's where the story gets muddy. Next thing you know, the friends come back and they tell the parents that Shanquella is dead
From alcohol
from
poisoning.
alcohol poisoning. That's what they tell the parents. She's dead from alcohol poisoning. And then I'm not sure if the Mexican government or her family ran an autopsy, but come to find out, the young lady had multiple bruises and a broken back or a broken neck.
Her spinal cord. Yeah, man.
So,
And a neck.
and her neck was broke. So nobody knows what happened, but it was a video circulating of her getting into a fight. And I don't even want to call this shit a fight because that one girl was just waylaying on her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she told him, she said, I ain't even trying to fight. You know what I'm saying?
The one chick was just beating her, and then it was like a gay dude in the background was like, "Yeah, you go, girl," or some shit like that. You know, it was her friend. And according to the mom, the dude in the background was a dude who been to the house and kicked it with him and was at the house, was with him all the time. And come to find out, man, they possibly killed that poor
Murder.
man.
Well, it's been a warrant put out in Mexico for one of the friends.
Mm.
I read the article. It's just terrible, man. Like that really hurt me, man, because like we were saying, we've all coached these young kids, and to see that happen, and just think about Chance having kids that's that age range, me coaching and Sly having a sister and all that, man, that touch you. If that don't touch you, man, you are heartless. You a heartless individual, man.
Yeah, man. You gotta watch who your friends is, man. It's everything out in this world, man. You gotta make sure you're taking care of yourself, man. It's tough out here. Like they're supposed to be your friends you going out to kick it with. Like you don't spend this certain amount of money to go out of the country, to go hang with some people that you don't like or they really ain't your friends. You know what I mean? You go with people that you feel comfortable with, feel safe with, and then that didn't happen, man. That's like, wow, like what can you do around here? It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, see, the scary thing is, they issued a warrant for one of the kids' arrest. But what I was worried about was if the Mexican government said that she died of alcohol poisoning. If the Mexican government said that's what she died of, that would have been it. And in the beginning, that was it. Until it started to get pressure from the internet, the story started to get a little bigger, started to get bigger. Then I think they changed it to some type of homicide or something, and they issued the warrant for arrest. But the thing is, if it wasn't for the internet, wasn't for the pressure that was going around, because this chick, she done been dead for over a month now. This happened a while ago. So, and it's another case of a black woman not being respected, because if this was a little white girl that got killed in Mexico, this shit
It'd been all hands on deck.
Mm-hmm. So man, I really hope, like you say, they issued a warrant for one of the girls in Mexico. So I really hope that they go ahead and extradite her back to jail or back to Mexico or whatever. Because here go the thing, you in the Mexican prison, it ain't gonna take you long to talk. You know what I'm saying? This ain't America, Jack. You ain't got no rights. You gonna talk real fast. I don't know if you ever seen Locked Up Abroad.
Oh yeah,
a whole lot different.
Yeah.
When you ain't in America.
Like it sound like that from experience or something.
Hey man, when I travel, when I go overseas, bro, I make sure I'm on my best behavior, bro.
You better. You better. They'll BG you. They'll BG you.
Brittany Brown, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's messed up right there, man. But you gotta follow the rules of the land, the law of the land, right?
Yeah.
When in Rome, do as the Romans do.
Mm-hmm. And so
or in this case, when in Russia, do as the Russians do.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's my thing, man. You gotta be careful when I love traveling, man. I love going overseas. I love going different places. But the thing is, I gotta remember that I'm an American, and most of the world hate American anyway. Because it's fucked up over here. I don't consider myself an American, a lot of times in America, because the way we treat it as black folks, just to be honest with you. But when you go overseas, you are an American when you go overseas. It ain't no, oh, I'm a black guy. Nah, it ain't none of that. It ain't none of that. So you better follow them rules.
Yeah. It's probably a good idea to get on there and study the law of the land before you go. Because you can't go acting like you from Broad River.
Nope.
Or you can't go over there doing that. That's a bad idea, man. That's bad advice.
Yep. Hey, so either stay where you at or study up before you go somewhere. That's all I have to say about that.
But I hope they do what they need to do. Oh wow. Shaman said his younger sister was really good friends with her. She was really hurt. I heard about it from her first. Oh, sad. Yeah, that is pretty sad, man. I didn't know.
Yeah, man. I mean, you. I think they went over there with the intentions of doing something to her.
You talking about in Russia?
No. Shanquella Miss Robinson. Because there had to be some jealousy or something caught up in there. Because I don't see us being on good terms. We fly out to Mexico or whatever and all that. And then I get mad with you and Sly, or the group get mad at one person and they end up dead.
Yeah, and then you gotta go out and you gotta go back to the United States. Like, come on.
And you went and lied. and told them, ain't even, acknowledged it. I don't know, man. It's just conflicting stories going around. It's just hard, you don't know the truth. We'll never know the truth.
But here go the thing, and this is I actually tweeted this. This was my tweet. It says, I don't have many young people on my friends list, but they need to hear this. What happened to Shanquella Robinson is why your parents want to know where you're going and who you're going with.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of times, man, as a youth, when I was young, my dad always would ask me, and my mom would ask me, I'm going out. They say, where you going? Who you going with? Who you going with? And if I drop that name off, I'm going with one of my partners there. It's like, all right, cool, you can head on out. Because they know them. They know y'all parents. You know what I'm saying? They know who y'all are. And so you can make that, it's a safe thing. All right. I trust them. I trust them to go out with these folks. But if I put a name out there they ain't know, they're like, hold up, partner, hold up.
Yeah, let's shut this down.
So Sly learned the game quick. He just said he's going out with me. And the parents like, okay. So I'm a good guy.
Yeah, but back in the day, that's exactly how it was, man. Our parents knew each other. They knew if I said I was going down the street to Chance, they knew.
They gonna ask,
all right,
they gonna call.
Yeah, they know they ought to take no more than 3 minutes to get from right there to where Chance lived. And if I was going with Sly or I was riding to 707 with Sly, we going to Earlmore, wherever we was going. All right, they know. Because we didn't have cell phones back then.
No.
So it wasn't no, I'm going to call you on your cell phone. I'm going to FaceTime you to see where you at.
Hey, you used to know your neighbors back then too, man. Like, I don't really know none of my neighbors. I know some of the men's name, but I don't know their kids' name, none of that stuff, man. It's crazy. Yeah. Like back when we grew up, you couldn't go down the street and ask for food.
No, because somebody was gonna know you. And they was gonna call you. All right, Diane, that damn boy around here showing out. And before you got back, your mama standing there ready to mess you up. And you acting like you don't know why. But they didn't call from down the street an hour ago.
Like, let me have these folks thinking, I don't know how to raise my kids.
The crazy thing is, you might get 2 whippings before you get
because you might get one from them.
You're going to get one. You're going to get one. And then you're going to get one when you get home. But the thing is, man, it was truly a village back then, though. It was a village. Not just, it wasn't just your parent. It was Chan's parents. It was your parents, Sly. It was whoever other parents that we were with or played ball with or whatever. But now you say something to somebody, child, man, you got all it's gonna be warfare.
I was giving you a chance last night and we was talking, and I said one of the things that I kind of regret or don't like is the fact that my son doesn't know Chance as well as he should know Chance. You know what I'm saying? Especially now that Chance done moved to Atlanta. My son, because I don't have no brothers. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no brothers. Y'all two my brothers. My kid should be calling y'all Uncle Chance and Uncle Bron. That's what he should be calling. And I hate the fact that it's not like that. I mean, we don't. I hadn't brought. Chance been in fucking West Bumblefuck, Arkansas. But even Bron, every time I bring my kid to Columbia, I should have found out where Bron was, so he would be there. So he would know it. I hate that I didn't do that. I guess it ain't too late.
No, it ain't too late, but I agree with what you're saying, man. I don't know. We got to get back to a sense of community and family and back to the things Big Mama and them taught us. It ain't no Big Mamas no more, Sly. No. Ain't nobody wearing house coats no more. Everybody dressing in lingerie and being sexy. We need somebody that got their wig turned to the side, got a cigarette hole in their nightgown to sit us down and tell us the law, man, and get back to that stuff. Because if we don't, man, we're going to keep seeing these things like what happened with Shanquella, and it's going to be pain brought to people's family and friends, just like Shaman's sister, man. And that ain't cool because, we had a good growing up. We didn't always have everything we we wanted. We had everything we needed, and we had each other. Now it ain't no sense of that no more. People just too jealous.
You know what? Cause truth be told, most grandmamas nowadays about 42, 43.
They about our age. We are grandparents now. We got plenty friends that's grandparents now.
Grandma's twerking out the frame on Facebook.
Yeah, hey, grandma still listening to Glorilla, to Big Glow. They still working on the headlights.
You know what I do find funny though. When they do all these little TikTok challenges and the kid be there with the mama and the mama still be saying she still thinks she still got it.
Yeah. Especially in that good knees. Talking about, yeah, I'm 54 and still got good. Lady, get up. Get up.
I just be thinking that because you ain't play no ball growing up. When I see that.
We ain't shaking no more than 400 degrees and all that, and Uncle Luke scarred and Captain coming, ride. We ain't listening to that no more, man.
Man, check this, man. We getting close to that time. So, what we want to do, man?
Hold on, Sly. Before you do that, I just want to say hey to my mama. I see you watching, mama. Hey, girl, I love you.
Hey,
Yeah.
how you doing?
Check this. We do need to take that walk down the 90s block, man. And
yes, sir.
Searching and thinking for the 90s block, man. Now, my question for the 90s block. You had a choice. DuckTales, Chip and Dale, and I forgot the last god doggone one. The one with Rescue Rangers. DuckTales, Chip and Dale. Damn, I forgot the last one. The last one was with Baloo.
DuckTales, Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers.
Rescue.
No, yeah, Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers.
Yeah, it was Chip
They
and
are the
Dale.
Rescue Rangers.
I forgot the last one. The last one was the one with Baloo, and they delivered. They was the delivery service. They was the pilot. They was the bear.
I know what you're talking about.
Well, I guess that one ain't gonna win then.
Yeah, well, we got
Baloo
about two.
Yeah, so DuckTales or Chip and Dale, which one?
I'm a DuckTales, Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Okay. What about you, Chad?
And both of them was good. That's a tough one, man. I go to Chip and Dale. I think they had a better song.
Yeah.
But DuckTales good too. DuckTales song good too.
I like Chip and Dale, man. I like the fact, man, old girl would build anything out of trash. She'll build everything out of trash and make that plane. I don't know how that plane stayed in the air. Chip and Dale with the space, man. So yeah, I was a big Chip and Dale dude, man. That was the one.
Hey, yeah, and he always wanted to be a Chip and Dale, but he just never made the cut.
Oh, I was a Chip and Dale. I was a dancer,
Yeah, you dance with a tutu though.
I did it, boy.
You was a dancer with a tutu.
I gave it up for the women, man. Pull that thing out and whoa!
Laws is ahead of the game.
I used to put that thing in a tube sock. Man.
Yeah. Hey, he had that sock. He had that sock in that tutu.
Oh Lordy, man! Check this, man. It's been another great episode of the Rip 28 podcast, man. We got any parting shots, man? El Presidente, you got anything to say before we get out of here?
Yeah, man. Hey, happy post-Thanksgiving to everybody, man. Had a whole bunch of the family down here this weekend, man. We had a great time.
You had to have the silverware?
Hey, good. Hey, not this time. I ain't had the silverware this time. I thought
Tell
about
them where
it.
they from. They were from that mountain town. You better
Oh
have
yeah,
put your
oh yeah,
security cameras up.
yeah. Then we had Courtney had basketball games this weekend, so they came out to the game, showed out. So they was up in the stands. I miss all that. Getting over to the Memphis games. You know, Atlanta wasn't ready for them.
Hey, wait a minute. You talking about them in the stands. I'm talking about on the floor. MVP.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. With the belt.
Courtney
Discount double
MVP.
check.
Oh yeah, man. She balled out, man. You know, played a good team game. Got some buckets. You know, in front of the fam and everything. You know, that made me proud. I was
That's right, Court.
almost teary eyed a little bit.
Ain't no little bit, man. Be honest, boy. You know
I'm
you're
like,
crying.
I was like, boy, how they here?
Who
What
in here
up, Brent
cutting onions?
Brown? Brent
Who in here
Brown.
cutting onions?
Shauna Cobb, I see you, S. Dot.
It's Doc sipping a pina colada and she's sipping straight whiskey and smoking a cigar on the beach
Hey,
somewhere.
Fly. Hey, Fly. Hey, not only did Shauna tell y'all was musty, and she told y'all gonna grow up to eat at Applebee's.
Damn. Damn. That's what she did. She did.
What up, Jaquana K. Jackson?
I see you out there, Brent Brown.
Brent Brown, that's my center. That's my center. That was my center. Brent Brown, my center.
Brent Brown, what are you?
What are you doing, Brent?
LBZ, you got any parting shots, LBZ, before we get out of here?
Man, all I'm gonna say is, man, I'm proud of you guys, man. I'm glad to be a part of the Rip 28 podcast. Thank y'all for being such great friends, man, that I don't have to worry about turning my back on, man, and y'all doing something crazy, man. I appreciate y'all friendship over these 30 plus years. You know, we went from competitors to being on the same team, and I appreciate y'all guys, man. I don't think we get a chance to say that too much to each other, man. You know, without chance getting teary eyed. You know, that's our quarterback. That's our quarterback. But I appreciate y'all guys, man. Keep going, not only on the podcast, but in y'all personal lives. I'm proud of y'all guys.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. Check this. It's been another great episode of the Rip 28 podcast, man. This is a podcast where a few friends get together and we talk about a few things. Now, some of those things you might like, some of those things you might not like, but we keep on talking about them on the Rip 28 podcast. And I want everybody to know, sometimes you can't go ahead and give yourself that full bag. So make sure you always have a wet rag ready for a whole bag. Hit the hot spots, get up under the arms and in between the legs, and then you can head out. Do what you gotta do in these streets. I'll holler.
Watch that funky cool shit, girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you enemy, hope you understand I am not your enemy, nor will I pretend to be. I got these styles like Austin, so I like your C's, a bunch of enemies. These people is killing me, really though, y'all some